am sitting near Shani temple located above Ghaggar river bridge. A rocky path leads towards the river. The threaded wires of my tires have come out, due to which the car is bubbling a lot. That's why I don't used to travel a lot, especially after returning from Delhi during last week. Earlier I visited this premises on bicycle but didn't enter the main temple. It is a small Saturn temple located in midst of forest. There is another Lord Saturn temple located about 2 kilometers from here, and that bridge lies parallel to this road towards that direction, and I used to visit there twice a year for shedding sprouts of barley leaves during end of Navratra season. That violent woman was abusing me a lot and tried to thrash me. And when she picked a large sharp-edged rod to attack me on my head again, I ran towards the car and decided to sit here for a few minutes. Since my son is feeling sick due to mild temperature and travel sickness, I thought that we should consult any precautionary and other measures to treat him using household dishes or any Ayurvedic herb, and I had already brought medicines a few hours ago. But she was talking to some boys as usual, and those were romantic and intimate conversations. I didn't hinder or obstructed anything. I sat beside her and she started attacking me violently by pushing me out of the room, and I had to retract back by pushing her aside, but she started pretending as if I had hurt her a lot. But these are regular measures which are being followed from about 5 years, and ultimately she wanted divorce from me, but simultaneously don't want to sell the property which she had managed to get rights through blackmailing me that she will not come and not take care of my son when we were residing in Delhi. Otherwise all my properties were in name of my father, and showroom was the only place which was registered to me. but both of the properties were sold, and she started blackmailing and that if you will not include her name, she will not visit Panchkula and your son will start starving and feeling sick. And that happened for 10 days when I brought food from McDonald's and other fast food restaurants. Then I pleaded before her and promised to give property rights, and under those circumstances she decided to come back to my house, and then we visited here, and as promised I decided to give her half of property rights as good faith. But from that day she is torturing me a lot and exploiting me to a limit beyond toleration. Even under these circumstances, when my son has returned back from internship for 2 days, otherwise also I had suggested him to visit office weekly only, and that was the only schedule he was following from past 5 months. And since this is the last month, that schedule should have been followed as usual. But she kept on abusing me that you are the one due to which he is suffering because you didn't provide good quality PG. At that time we decided that a top floor can be opted for 1 or 2 days, and he will shift towards the second or first floor, and the manager facilitated a lot. After 2 days he decided to shift my son towards the first floor, but she kept on abusing me and took that as another opportunity to spoil my reputation or discourage me a lot. Otherwise also my car tire are worn out. And then during the start of the journey she had already accompanied her friend who is also taking possession as a charity from any person, and there is a flat at Vijayanagar, Dwarka, and my son didn't found that as appropriate because water supply was not there, and we decided to carry on the journey towards his office. But when I returned back during the next day, she started abusing me a lot, that you are not skilled with driving. A Hindu priest was sitting in front of me, who is a brother of late husband of her friend, who is a professional acupressure therapist and panchkarma. Medicinal practitioner. And when she started abusing me a lot, in Great Depression, a Delhi Jal Board tanker struck me here, and it was not anyone's fault. I had parked my car towards the end of the road near extreme left so that tanker can pass through. But when he said, okay, I will pass through in few seconds, you can continue, taking your right side into consideration. But he was too slow and I couldn't judge the time properly, and he was not able to pass in those 10 or 15 seconds. Otherwise, it is a great possibility that he might have intentionally slowed down. I lost another 5 or 6,000. That too just because of depression and great abuses, a lot of abuses suffered by me through that flesh woman who continuously start abusing me all throughout the life. You can't even drive vehicle, you can't even complete the journey in 4 or 5 hours. You took 6 hours, and you even now you want to wait us for till evening, because I wanted them to wait till evening near any park so that the temperature will cool down and our car will not be heated up. And that happened. After completing 200 or 150 kilometers, the car started jerking a lot and the temperature of the car rose a lot. Now, after kicking me out of the house, she has shut down all the doors. I will try to return back and enter my room. At least I can take possession of my computer and other objects. Even if she is still pretending in a violent way, at least I can take care of my son. I have to upload these videos in few minutes. That is possible through Wi-Fi also if I will wait outside my house, because I can connect it to my Wi-Fi, because the range of Wi-Fi is very good. Even we find good connections and speed near the edge of the Central Park located near my house. I didn't want to disclose anything about personal life and internship of my son from my past 6 months. I haven't said anything, but the circumstances reached towards the brink of clashes, and sometimes I don't want to take legal measures into consideration, because I have already tested the honesty of my classmate. Lawyers want money and immense fees, not even cooperating me